Woo-wee. Right back at you, right back at you. Woo-hoo. As you can see, these niggas hated on me. What is it all for? Fortitude. Film and recording on a device that they can't touch, huh? I had to record on this device because it's like, you know what I mean? Every time I get in this area over here, further down, they be cutting my shit off. You feel me? So, I got to, there's always some hate, you feel me? Always some hate, you feel me? But it's a beautiful day. I just did a recording, Master of What? That's the name of the title. So I just had to get into, I got into a description real quick. People always trying to master this and master that. And I'm like, it doesn't matter what you master. Master is just a form of learning, you feel me? We can go into the Google part of it and see the right definition. You dig? Let's see. What are you trying to master, nigga? What master means? Master. Man, nigga. Yeah, it's fucked up, the definition. It's like movies, master degrees. They got the masters. They got all kinds of shit, man. Mister. Like, come on, man. I'm just trying to. Just try to get off a little. A man who has people working for him, especially servants or slaves. Guess that's a description. That's one description. That's not what I was looking for. Having or showing very great skills or proficiency. You feel me? Gain control of, overcome. Gain control of or overcome. They got so many different descriptions. I don't like the description that they're giving out. I don't like the description they're giving out. You feel me? But the reason why I got into the whole master situation, you feel me? It's because a man asked me if I'm a man of God. Some white guy on the bus. And I'm like, look, man, I'm busy. I'm on my phone right now. Feel me? Nah, it could be somebody who was trying to help you out. It could be a lot of things. And a lot of people will say, this is just a continuation of the topic that I had previously. And a lot of people will say, oh, you don't know what this man has and everything else like that. God could have sent him to help you out. Yo, trust me on this one, man. Hold on, let's hopefully this should turn green. That's good. It's about to turn green so he can pass by so I can speak to y'all without the extra noise in the background. They tell you these things. Let me speak to you. Let me talk to you, Jeff. Talk to them, Jeff. So they tell you, oh, this man, it doesn't matter how he look and everything else. He could have been sent by God to help you out and everything. That God ain't sent that, man. Let me tell you this right now, man. Look, I was watching a video, right? That's crazy. Is that real? That's beautiful. I was expecting it to come, but I didn't think that. Anyway, that's a beautiful snake. There's a whole snake in there. Snakes don't usually come around here, because if it was snake around here like that, there's too many rabbits and bugs and everything else around here that it wouldn't have that many rabbits around here, because it would literally feed on these things, and there's always something dying. So the snake will always have something to feed on. It will be a bigger animal. So that's how I know there's lizards running around here. The snake will feed on these things too. So that's why I know that the snake, there's probably snakes around here, but they probably further up in the mountains somewhere. Like, they're not that close in ground. Like, it doesn't make sense. You feel me? I would know that because you wouldn't have that many live animals just freely running around and being free like that. They like, you would know. You would know. Anyway, I wish I had my iPhone. I would have recorded it, but I didn't want to get too close. I don't fuck with them niggas. You feel me? That's the devil, the serpent. When they can't beat you, they gotta get this exotic things at you. Anyway, man, we too strong, man. We ain't scared of nothing. Anyway, man, let me get right to it. They don't fuck up the whole shit. Let me talk. Oh, so people might say, oh, you don't know if that person was supposed, is he probably willing to help you out? He probably could have helped you out, you feel me? And everything else like that, and this, that, and the third. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna tell you a story first about how God works, how God mind is itself, you feel me? I'm gonna give you a little brief history on stories so we can attach to what kind of mind God has. I was watching a video on YouTube. This ain't even got nothing to do with scripture. Just a regular video on YouTube. There was a dog in a cage, a rescue. They rescued the dog and everything else like that. And they don't know where this dog came from or anything else like that, but he was in a cage, and there's a white lady who was trying to rescue the dog. So literally the dog has been rescued. He's been put in a cage. I guess he's up for sale. Feel me? It's kind of fucked up that he rescued, but now he's up for sale. So she was there trying to buy the dog and everything else, but she had to connect with the dog first. But the dog was not intrigued. He was just in the cage. He was not moving, not showing no emotions. He was just laying there. And she kept on trying to get his attention. Like, hey, come on, let's go. Because she really liked the dog. So she has to connect with the dog. You just can't go in there and buy a dog that does not want to even move or connect with you. Or the dog was in a depressed state of being. The dog was in a depressed state. He was just there. He didn't want to do nothing. It seems like life had defeated him in some form or fashion. It seems like he went through, he's heartbroken. It was a lot of things that was going on with that dog. That dog just looked sad, miserable, you name it. Place everything on that dog. He was just not moving. He was just not intrigued by what the lady was doing. The lady was just like, come on, baby, come on. Like, huh? He ain't doing all that kind of shit. The dog was not having it. Then, as the lady was trying to get the dog's attention, the lady's son came out of nowhere. He came to the cage and sat next to his mother while the mother was trying to get the dog's attention. Then out of nowhere, the dog got up and started stretching. I'm telling you, all that time, the dog didn't even get up. He was just laying down. But once he saw the son, he got up and started stretching. Then he started acting like, oh shit, he was like, he's stretching and shit. Now he want to act like he want to come over there. He's like, he yawning and everything else. Like, then he started coming over there. That's God right there, you feel me? When God sends something along your way, first and foremost, that dog represents a person that is that has been abused, that have been through a lot of things, and his trust factor, he has trust issues. So he's not going to put his trust in too many things. Even animals know that. Animals know not to give their trust to a lot of things when they've been hurt so much. And even people are even that much worse, because when you've been hurt that many times and you've been through so many things, sometimes you very resistful or resistant when it comes to you attaching yourself to somebody else, right? So that being said, look, man, the dog represents any and everybody who has been through something and is not willing to attach himself to people too easily. You're very cautious about who you have a conversation with, because too many times a lie has been told upon you. You're very cautious about who you even have any form of relationship with, because it's a crazy world nowadays. You don't know who is who, you feel me? So that dog represents that person. And the lady represents somebody with good intentions who is trying to basically get your attention to to be a friend, but the lady has good intentions for you. You feel me? The lady represents a person with good intention, and the child is basically the blessing itself. You feel me? That's how God works. God is not going to send somebody along your way who does not understand what you're going through. You feel me? Do you think that if God was not in the works of that lady would have been like, oh, I give up? She would have been gave up and left that situation a long time ago. But God already blessed the lady with enough patience. You feel me? The fact that God even pushed the son. He pushed the son over there. Because the son was there all the time, but the dog didn't see him. Then out of nowhere, the son decided to just come and sit next to his mother. And guess what? That changed the whole situation. The dog just came over and started licking the lady's hands and everything else like that. Like you feel me? That, oh, I trust you now. You got a son and everything else like that. That speaks to his past. Like, oh, I can trust this lady because I've been around a family like this that was good to me. You feel me? So this is like the whole picture itself is a glimpse into what God's mind is. If God is going to send you help, guess what? That help is going to know everything that you've been through, will know how to deal with you, will know how much patience and need to have with you, will not interrupt you in any form or shape unless it's a good interruption that's going to help you out. You feel me? You feel me? God knows these things. God is not going to send you help, and God ain't going to send you help from West Bubblefuck and the help is going to arrive then and just decide to leave. No. The help is there to stay because it's a help. That's what it's called. That's the definition of what help is. Help is there to help you out. Help means help. Fuck is you talking about? Let the car pass. Hold on. And another thing about the snake too, like if there was really snakes out here, it wouldn't be that many birds flying around like this. And usually the birds is always low to the ground. So I know for a fact it's not that many snakes out here, because the animals out here, when you see them, they're a little too free and they very comfortable with the environment. They wouldn't be that comfortable if there's a predator out there who can likely hurt them and everything else like that. You know how, all y'all niggas gotta do is just watch Animal Kingdom. I used to watch those a lot, I ain't even gonna lie. And you get to study animal behavior. It's ironic that I'm talking about a dog and everything else, because there's a lot you can learn from these things. You feel me? But let's get back to that story again. This is a glimpse of how God thinks. You feel me? God does not send you help in any form or shape and let that help lose faith in you. No. That help is there. He's there to stay until he fully helps you out, or she helps you out and bring you to where you need to be. Like I'm gonna tell another story, and this ain't even gonna be the Bible. We're talking about real life shit. The first one is on YouTube. This one is when I was in Africa. My grandmother, I think she went to the market and everything else like that, and she went somewhere far. At that time I was young. I didn't go with her, and she got lost. And it was a man that, long story short, the man helped her all the way home. I'm talking about, when I say all the way home, it's like my grandma went to, let's just say you in California, right? Now let's just say New York City, because I don't know Cali that well. It's like you in New York City, and she got lost in New Jersey. The man helped her all the way back home to New York City, somewhere in the Bronx type shit like that. Make sure she got home safely, brought her all the way to the gates of our house and everything else like that. You feel me? That's what a help does. That's a mind of God right there. That help ain't gonna help you or halfway and be like, no. She pointed the man out to me and she was like, you see that man right there? That's an angel. You feel me? She's like, that man right there is an angel, because he didn't have to do what he needed. That's God sending you help. You feel me? The person that comes to help you for some strange reason will understand everything that you need to know. Will understand everything about you and will understand how to approach you in the right direction. You feel me? So when people come to me and try to play those kind of games, because the reason why I'm speaking this term, because there's always people who pretend to be somebody else and be like, oh, that person was there to help you, but you didn't allow him to help you. I'm like, if that was God who sent that person, then guess what? That person will understand what I have been through, because that's God. That's divine knowledge. And that God will know and give that person and enhance that person's sensitivity. You feel me? All his senses will be enhanced into paying attention into the things that is required to get you through what you need to get through. You dig? Like God would do that. God would make that possible. You feel me? That's real God. Some of these niggas really don't want to help you. You feel me? So they be like, yo, I'm gonna try to help them. You feel me? No, 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 no. If God did not tell you to help this individual, why are you trying to help? Because you don't have the knowledge. You don't have the information enough to, you don't even have the data to go in there to go help this person out. Because your patience will run out because you haven't been elected to help this individual out. It will move you to help the person out, and you will have the patience enough. And you will have the patience enough to help this individual out. You feel me? But some people pretend. They come in there and be like, I try to help him, but he had a bad attitude. Da 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 da. No, nigga, you just doing that just so you could be like, I tried. They just do that shit to say that I tried to help him, but it didn't work out. You see, that's why nobody can help him out. This is just another game that they play. You feel me? This is just a game that they play to alienate people from not willing to help you out. This is just a big game they play. You feel me? That should pass. Let it pass. They can pass. You feel me? Because they don't want nobody else helping you out, so they pretend that they was willing to help you out. Yo, I'm telling you, he don't listen, B. He don't listen. He has an attitude, man. You want to help him, go help him. I'm telling you, man. Trust me, I know that nigga. I try to help him. He didn't want to help. You feel me? They would do everything in their power to make it seem like they was there to help you, and you refuse help. And that's what's going on. You feel me? But I know God's mind a little bit. I get a glimpse of it every time I see. A simple video or my own life experience, I get a glimpse of how God minds things. You feel me? And the video was on YouTube. It's not a big, hold on, let me pass. And I'm not even using those scriptures yet. I'm just using regular video. I'm using my own life experience of about what my grandmother told me and YouTube experience, and I see it all around me. You feel me? So you like this is just a whole nother form of intelligence that doesn't even require a lot of thinking. Because if you think too much, that means you do not know. You just know. You feel me? That's what God gives you. God gives you that knowing factor. Like, bam, like you so sure of it that you cannot be convinced otherwise. You dig? So I'm not trying to hear these niggas when they try to tell all these lies they be telling. I be like, these niggas is liars, man. I don't know why people believe them. Sometimes we are so desperate in need of something to believe in, we believe in anything. Feel me? I never said I was a man of God. I just want people to see it through my behavior. That's all. You feel me? And if a person supposedly is coming to help me in any form or shape, then how come God didn't give you all the tools for you to know how to help somebody? Feel me? If I needed, what do you call it? If I needed the tools to cultivate a land, guess what? I'm gonna get the tools that is needed to cultivate the land. You get the land, you get everything else that you need. You feel me? But if you don't have the right tools to cultivate the land, then how you gonna cultivate the land itself? You feel me? Like, let's be for real. It's like a barber cutting hair and he don't have all the right tools to cut the hair, and you expect to get the job finished. Nah, God is going to provide you. If God is going to send the help in any form or shape, he's going to give you everything that you need to make sure that the job is done for. And sometimes you going to be your own help, and God will take you through each stage. So by the time it's all said and done, you have all the bits and pieces of knowledge that is required for you to help yourself. You dig? Like, you have the razor, the scissors, the alcohol spray, everything else that you need. Eventually, as time goes on, you will get to know through trials and tribulation. Oh, I need this. I already went through this. I know I need this. Bit by bit, you gain information through the things that you went through. You feel me? Sometimes you don't need nobody to help you out. Sometimes you just need to help yourself, and God will take you through these trials and tribulation. Don't believe what these niggas be saying. They just don't want nobody to believe in you. But it's okay. It's also God's way. They working for God. They don't even know. You dig? Usually when I get hit, my shit cut off, but the device is not connected to any internet, so it doesn't work. Well, let me not speak too far. But the device is not connected to any internet, so it does not work. You feel me? You feel me? You dig? Like, people need to understand these things. You feel me? Like, We getting a glimpse. You got to get a glimpse into the mind of God himself. Like right now I'm watching birds flying by and everything else like that. And the help is the mother that's teaching the little bird how to fly. It's going to take that bird through every trials and tribulation to know it's already provided the mother of the bird all the gifts it needs to get that bird to a certain stage. And after that, the mother's not needed anymore and the bird itself will be carried along. And if it needs help, guess what? It will be provided through blessings and everything else, through the things that you've learned, through your wisdom of picking things up very faster and everything else like that. God knows how to provide these things. Don't believe these people when they make excuses. Maybe it wasn't for you. Maybe you jumped the gun. Who told you that it was for you then? You feel me? Maybe you jumped the gun then. Why did you jump the gun thinking God sent you then? He don't listen. His attitude. He's fucked up. Like, how can you do this to this person? Come on, man. The Bible said it himself. I said himself. The Bible said it itself. Like, if anything stops you from doing the things that you need to do, you have to let it go. Feel me? You gotta cut it off. You gotta let it go. I'm just saying, yo. I hope you niggas ain't listening. Cause half of you cats ain't even worth mentioning. Cause that would be just like lynching. I just wanted to paint the picture out, man. That's all I got to say about that topic. I'm gonna come off. I'm gonna save this one. Thank God this shit is still recording. Then I'm gonna get into another topic. Whatever comes to mind is gonna be spoken of, but I'm gonna come off this topic. I don't know what to call it. There's a lot of things I can call this, but let's see. All right, man.